welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the July wrap-up and stats video. Okay, so I decided to get some work done while the kiddo was in at practice, which means you guys get a car video. And yeah, for the wrap up. So to keep this short and sweet, just gonna hit the things that I normally hit for the video that comes at the beginning of every single month to tell you what I read last month. All right, for the month of July, I read a total of 25 books. 12 of those were audiobooks, 13 were ebooks, and I read 8 arcs last month. Also stay tuned to the end, because there'll be a slideshow that chronologically breaks down all of those videos or all of those books by date. So yeah, there's that. For the ratings, it was a pretty average month, and this is why I say average month. I had 0 DNFs. I had 0 1-stars. I had 0 2-stars. I had 1 3-star book. I had 23 4-star books, and I had 1 5-star book. So average. For the Blackout portion of this is where I tell you about all the Black authors that I read for the month. I read Siren's Call by Jessica Cage, Continuum by Danielle Allen, The Dating Playbook by Farrah Rochon, Jett by Lisa Lang Blakeney, Perfectly Unhinged by Chrishawn Everett, On a Tuesday by Whitney G, and On a Wednesday by Whitney G. On to the bookish news, and must say super thank you to all of my Patreon patrons. You guys have been awesome, and I greatly appreciate your patronage over on Patreon. Now, if you are thinking about becoming a patron, because you get full thoughts, feelings, star ratings, and Steam fans over there on Sunday, Monday time frame, you can pay the $8 as well as being a participant in the buddy read for the month. For the month of August, those picks are now up, and they can be voted on by my patrons to pick which book is going to be priority for the month. And those books are Buck Wild by Lauren Landish, Pit by Blue Sapphire, and Aleatory by Xavier Neal. So you guys, the world is opening back up. I still wear my mask even though I'm vaccinated in large public spaces, especially inside. I'm still a mask wearer. So there is that. And even probably in a lot of close outdoor places. Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing my mask. If, cause I can't trust that the people walking around with no mask on are actually vaccinated. And vaccination is not a cure. Just because you got vaccinated does not mean that you're not going to necessarily catch COVID. So yeah, I'm gonna be wearing my mask. Because what last year proved to me was that people are dirty. Like, people are dirty. Ew. Gross. But with all that being said, book sightings are starting back. I will be attending Indies Invade Philly. So if there was, those tickets are actually sold out, but there are always ways to get tickets. So if you were trying to figure out a way to meet me, or, you wanted to attend a book event and never knew how or where or who or how to, attend one, I'll be attending Indies Invade Philly. So go check that out. The website is up, and they're available for information there. And I'm still kind of up in the air about which which sighting I will be attending next June. Oh God, sorry about that. June or July timeframe, I think it is, because ApollyCon and SAS are on the same weekend. Now there is a author list for SAS, which is being held in Norfolk, Virginia. There is very little information about ApollyCon. However, it is like right down the street for me. So, I don't know which event I will be going to. Not to mention, like, the details behind it. Because, see, like, for ApollyCon, I could have my husband drop me off at the hotel, and I can room with someone and attend that one for 4 days, or I would have to figure out a way to get to Norfolk, which is about 3.5, 4 hours away from me, and it's only one day. But there's a good number of authors that I want to see down at SAS. So yeah, there's that. But let's get to the fun part of this video, which is just more of a honorable mention month. Yeah, because I only had 1 5-star. This is my top 5 reads for the month. And we have 1 5-star book and 4 honorable mentions. So let's just jump into those. The first book I'm going to talk about is my 5-star book, which is My Always One by Aleatha Romig. This is another book in her Lighter One series, and I absolutely loved it. This is a friends, like a true friends to lovers. They were best friends in high school. Then you get to see them as they grow older together, and you know, through it all, you see how the two of them really kind of connected. And you know from the beginning that they are going to be the ones that are together. But they have to go through some, you know, other love interests and things like that. And then there's this kind of like fake dating thing that goes on. And I was just here for it. If you are unsure about where to start with Aleatha Romig, because you don't want to get into her dark side, because it's pretty dark, it can be twisty in there, and you want to get a taste of her writing style, I recommend reading this book as well as all of her other light side books, because they are very fun. They're still sexy. There's still a little bit of a twist that goes along with some of them, and you can get a really good gauge on if you are going to like Aleatha Romig's writing or not. And this is a great place to start. So go check this book out, because it's so much fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. I loved it oh so much. On to my honorable mentions. These books didn't get 5 stars. However, they definitely are memorable, and I'm excited for them. So the first one is the Dating Playbook by Farrah Rochon. This is the second book in the Boyfriend Project series that she has coming out. It's all about the 3 ladies that catch this douchebag dating the 3 of them, and then they ended up becoming friends. There were some things about this book that I didn't particularly care for, but I did enjoy this story a little bit more than the first book in the series. We have a trainer. So she's a female trainer, and she ends up, because of the viral video that ended up happening with the other 2 ladies, she ends up starting her own fitness business. And the fitness business is kind of on the rocks, and she doesn't know exactly, you know, how to make it work until she gets this offer from a NFL player that is out of the league but wants to get back in the league. Oh goodness. Wants to get back in the league and wants to enlist her or hire her to train him. There is a attraction between the 2 of them right off the bat. That's where sort of some of the things I was like on the fence about. Just the way that sort of her family history kind of was laid out. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was a little overwhelming. Some of her financial woes were a little overwhelming, and then some of his reasonings for wanting to get back in the NFL were a little, they were believable, but at the same time, they were a little annoying. Just put it like that. But I really enjoyed this experience. I enjoyed that it was definitely more of a rom-com feel to it, as well as a contemporary. So it definitely had the romance laced, I think, a little bit better in this book than the first book, The Boyfriend Project. The next honorable mention is Blame It on the Champagne by Fiona Cole. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that I love me a Fiona Cole book, and this is definitely one of those books that I really enjoy. We have a girl that is trying to get out from underneath her father's reign, because she wants to run the family business, but her father is like, you got to get married to run the family business. And even then, you're not going to be running the business. He's going to be running the business. It's like, no, I am going to, and the guy that she ends up fake dating and fake marrying, or arranged marriage, I think it actually turns out to be, is not about that life. He's like, yeah, I want your company, but you're going to be able to run it. And I loved that aspect of it. Next, we have My Twist of Fortune by Piper Rayne, which is the Green family. This is the introduction to the Green family. I really enjoyed it. It started off with a major bang, loads of sexiness. Woman leaves town, finds out her husband is cheating on her. She takes her kids and they move back to the small town that she grew up in. Lo and behold, the guy that she, was friends with and ended up choosing the other guy over, is still in town. He has kids. It's a blended family, or blending families of older people that have had marriages, that have had either a spouse die or are getting divorced or is divorced. And, you get to see that dynamic of blending the families together. And I really enjoyed it. It drew me in. I am excited for the series. And it made me read the next 2 books in the series. And and I was here for it. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is The Wedding Dilemma by Mariah Ankenman. And I found this author on TikTok, and I absolutely loved her TikTok. She's quirky, she's funny, and I really enjoyed it. So when she put a book out about firemen, I was like, ooh, I need to read this. And on top of it, it's a rom-com. I enjoyed it so much, and am looking forward to reading more by this author. This book was fun too. Yeah, that's why it's an honorable mention. So those are the stats for the month of July. How did you do this month in your reading goals and reading enjoyment? Like I said, it was a pretty average month for me. The month of August is my birth month, so I'll be celebrating all month long. Super excited about that. Otherwise, oh my God. Stay tuned for the slideshow. Like I said, I will chronologically place all of the books by weeks in that slideshow, so you guys can go check those out. If you have $8 to spare, you can look at all of the thoughts, feelings, full reviews, star ratings, and Steam fan ratings over on my Patreon. All that information is down in the description box, as well as all of whatchamacallit, I can't think right now. All of my other social links and, the breakdown. Books down there. Oh my goodness. Everything. Description box. Check that out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Oh, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in another video.